I welcome everyone to the first talk of 2023. And today, since this is the first talk, we thought that a new year should bring something which is going to help everyone, irrespective of their certifications, their qualifications, their past experience, etc. Because we all have something to offer professionally and deserve the growth which our skills provide us. There is a lot of feeling amongst armed forces officers that they are not valued by the corporate. Uh, we somehow do not subscribe to that idea at Value Talks, and we are very confident that armed forces officers have capacities which are still untapped and not really recognized by the corporate. And we truly believe that armed forces officers have a lot to offer to the corporates in terms of the skills and the work they can do and the tasks they can accomplish. And that was the genesis behind the first talk of 2023, wherein Colonel Kochhar, who is an established career coach, he also has his own channel by the name of Career Coach, and wherein he mentors a lot of corporates and the senior corporate professionals for their career progression, and he has been constantly counseling and coaching them on the aspects which he'll be covering in the talk today. Welcome to the show, Manish sir. How are you doing?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Vipul, and happy New Year to all of you. बहुत मजा आ रहा है. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for joining our talks. Thank you, Vipul. You can go ahead.
सर सर, मेरा पहला क्वेश्चन जो पिछले 7 महीने में हमने बातचीत करते हुए वैल्यू टॉक्स में भी हमने देखा है, बहुत सारे ऑफिसर्स ये चीज एक लगातार पूछते हैं कि मैं क्या सर्टिफिकेशंस कर लूं, मैं क्या और डिग्री प्रोग्राम कुछ कर लूं जिससे कि मेरे सिविल में काम करने की अपॉर्चुनिटी या चांसेस इंप्रूव हो जाए. सो आपके असेसमेंट में, आपके आकलन में, how important are these certificates and skills and degrees and gradings, etc., for career growth of an individual?
People, fortunately or unfortunately, हमारी जो society है ना, right from जब से हम बच्चे थे तब से और फिर जब हम when we came to army also, we've always been marks conscious, grading conscious. AI आनी चाहिए, AXI आनी चाहिए. यही सब हमने सीखा है. बच्चे के 90% आने चाहिए, हमारे तो आए नहीं. तो ये जो है ना, marks and gradings are very important. Certifications are very important. Basically, they are benchmark for judging the perceived understanding of the candidate, whether you are in school, you are a student, whether you are a job seeker, whatever. It is just to have a kind of a benchmark against which you can be judged whether you fit the bill or you don't fit the bill. And maybe for entering the job initially, it may be important. It may be important. I'm not saying it is very important. It may be important. But the experience which you have is important forever, irrespective of whether you have the certification or not. For example, if you are doing PMP, if I see so many people doing PMP, so many people doing the Six Sigma, green belt, black belt, etc., etc. Whether they may not be joining a project management role at all, but they do the certification. Now, and this is true, especially for armed forces officers. I think most of the audience is armed forces. So, if you have done something in your career which is measurable in terms of their project, if you've done some project in your career which was where the things are measurable, quality, scope, the scope, the budget, the time constraint, and what you did, what was the project all about, if you have these kind of experiences and if you can tell your story, then maybe you don't require a PMP. And even if you do PMP, जब भी आप PMP या or for that matter any certification, whichever certification we are talking about, if you do that certification and if you are not correlating it with your past experience, if I have done PMP and I am applying for a job, and then I should be ready to correlate my past projects, whatever I have done in my life, as per the parameters of PMP, the framework of PMP. Only then there will be some importance. I mean, getting a certification and you don't know the application part of it is actually of no use. Yes, sometimes as I have mentioned earlier also, sometimes any of these certification is not to get you selected. It is there for not to get you rejected. So that is a different aspect. But whatever certifications, whatever courses you do, uh, you have to understand the application part of it. So instead, while you can do your certification, do your degrees, but I would say that learn a job oriented skill, create some kind of project, get that project some visibility, let people see that you have done some kind of project in the field you want to join some professional forum in that particular field, correlate all this with your past experience. So point is that marks or grading or certifications are important, but more important is the understanding. Now for example, we have done calculus in class 11th and 12th. How many people know where the calculus is used in day-to-day life? आपने differentiation and integration किया है, सबने किया almost, जिसके पास भी maths था. But how many of us know that where are they used in life? And we are using them almost everywhere. So you have to understand the application part of it. I wish we start correlating whatever learning we have with our real life, where we are applying what we have done in life, and this will help. Certification may get you in, may help you in not getting rejected. Sometime in the job description it is written PMP certification is a must. Okay, so you have done PMP certification, but you don't understand anything of it, and you can't even with your past experience of the projects you have done. No point. You may be selected for interview or something, even for the job, but then anyone who understands the application part of it will go far in life.
ओके सर, आपने ये जो बताया कि जो मैंने काम किया है मैं उसको हाईलाइट करूं एंड ऑल, आप सही कह रहे हैं सर, लेकिन एक और चीज जो जनरली ऑफिसर्स फेस करते हैं, एंड मीडिया हैज अ बिग पार्ट टू प्ले इन इट, इज दैट लोगों को फौज के बारे में कैसे पता लगता है? कॉर्पोरेट हार्डली फौज के अंदर आता है, उनका एक्सपोजर नहीं है. सो फौजी या वेदर इट इज एयरफोर्स, नेवी, आर्मी, किसी को भी समझे हम, जब एक कॉर्पोरेट या सिविलियन को फौज की बात आती है तो उससे ऐसा लगता है कि एक इट इज एन इंडिविजुअल विद अ गन इन हैंड और वो सारे दिन फायरिंग कर रहा है, और जब खाली है तो शाम को पार्टी कर रहा है. दे डोंट रियली अंडरस्टैंड कि सच अ बिग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, इसमें हर तरह का फंक्शन होगा, इसमें लड़ने वाले भी होंगे, इसके अंदर सपोर्ट सिस्टम्स भी होंगे, प्रोसीजर्स होंगे, प्रोसेसेस होंगे. तो फौजी जो है वो स्टीरियोटाइप होता है सर कॉर्पोरेट के अंदर. नाउ हाउ टू ब्रेक दैट मोल्ड, हाउ टू either you keep on getting stereotyped, or how important it is to learn new skills and how to go about it, sir?
यार विपुल, इसके लिए तो मैं हमने पहले भी बात करी है कि you have to know your why, where you have to know where you want to go. You see, especially people who are making a switch from uniform or from one industry to another industry, it's a big step. So and since it is a big step, then you have to know if it is going to be your second career, then what do you want in that career? Okay, now as far as armed forces officers are concerned, तो उसमें जो जो short service commission है उनका तो है कि भाई they know कि they have to leave after they chose this thing short service, so they have, once that service is complete they have to go. But for those people who are taking a PMR, if they are taking a conscious decision of taking premature release, then they must know what they want in a second career. And in fact, for that matter, even short service commission officers also must know what they want in their second career. Just because everybody is going for operations or say project management, you don't have to go there. So you have to know where you want to be in your second career. You have to identify what your interests are. So I can tell you 90% of the time, whatever first two jobs you pick up in the corporate sector, once you switch, you will be stereotyped. If you pick up administration, you will be an admin guy. If you pick up something else, facility management, you are a facility management guy. So if that be so, it is very difficult to break the mold. So it is very important where you want to be, what you want from your second career. You have to devote some time to it and identify what do you want in your second career. You have to, and how will you find out? So for that, you will have to discover some new interests. If you are in telecom domain, say you are a signal officer, but you don't like telecom, ठीक है? But आप telecom के अलावा और कुछ देख भी नहीं रहे हो, कुछ सीख भी नहीं रहे हो, तो how will you break that mold? So you have to discover new interests, move out of your comfort zone. You have always been afraid of maths. Let's understand maths in a fun way, or art or whatever. Join some classes, increase your skills, do networking. You have to give new interests some chance. Learn, open your horizon, broaden your horizon, and then see कि मेरे पास क्या क्या option available है. But of course, you can do these things only when you start in time. अगर आपने अगले महीने निकलना है तो अभी broaden करने का horizon time नहीं है. ठीक है, तो you have to start this exercise well in time. I learned machine learning, I learned stock market. I'm talking about myself, and I loved it. So whenever I get a chance, I know I will go this way sometime whenever I get a chance or something. So it is good to learn new things, broaden your horizon, see what all options are available besides whatever you have already done. But if you love what you have been doing in your Saptar, say you have been in ASC or you have been in whatever, if you have been an infantry officer and you love planning for security and all this, that, or you, as an infantry officer, you had some interest, you have been developing that interest, and that is what you want to do, then there is no confusion at all. You already know it. But आप लास्ट के 2 महीने में ये सोचना शुरू कर रहे हो कि अब मैं सीवी बनवा लेता हूँ और मैं अब सब कुछ मिल जाए यार, ठीक है? I have seen lot of officers who come out with this attitude कि यार हमने कौन सा कोई कैरियर बनाना है यार, हमें करियर थोड़ी बनाना है, हमने जो करना था कर लिया यार, अब तो बस 8-10 साल काम चला लेते हैं. अरे 8-10 साल काम ही चलाना था तो फौज से बढ़िया कोई चीज ही नहीं थी. इट्स सो गुड. सो ये मत, डोंट कम विद this attitude. When you come out with enthusiasm, and usko you have to carry on. So this is what I think, that learning new skills and broadening your horizon is very, very important.
सर स्किल्स में भी आपको बहुत बार जैसे एटलीस्ट आई फील सो कि आर्म फोर्सेस ऑफिसर्स का जो सॉफ्ट स्किल है वो करते करते एक सर्टेन स्टेज, सर्टेन लेवल तक तो पहुंचता है. So what would you lay more emphasis on as a coach? Would it be hard skills or would it be soft skills?
देखो विपुल, हार्ड स्किल्स तो हमारे पास होते हैं, सबके पास कुछ ना कुछ तो होता ही है. ठीक है, आपके पास 20 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है या 10 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है इन आर्मी, so that means if you have 10 years of experience, you have commanded a company most probably. So if you have commanded a company, then you have you have handled the team of 120 100 plus people. You have looked after their various aspects of their career. It is some kind of HR, it is some kind of admin you have looked after, you have been a mess secretary, so you have handled these things. So some kind of hard skill is already there. In armed forces officer particularly, we come with our, some of us, we come with our cup full. So वो पुरानी हमने सबने सुनी हुई है कि आपके कप पूरा अगर भरा हुआ है तो उसमें कुछ और डल नहीं सकता, है ना. You can't, if your cup is already full, there is no scope for adding new thing to it. So you have to make your cup empty so that new things, new skills you can learn. So we come with a lot of baggage at times. The officer kind of mentality, things I will tell him, things will get done. And plus, we sometimes shout, sometimes lose our temper. In the evening, we play games with the same guys and same officers, and everything becomes okay. Doesn't happen like that outside. So and in more than one videos of mine, both on Career Coach as well as Career Coach YouTube channel or on Value Talks, I have repeatedly said that hard skills get you in, but soft skills get you far. So hard skills जो है ना कि भाई आपने कोई सर्टिफिकेशन कर ली, कोई कोर्स कर लिया, कोई या आपका जो एक्सपीरियंस है वही बहुत रेलिवेंट है, they will get you the job, but the soft skills which are there, they are very very important. They will take you far in your career. So soft skills like communications, negotiations, leadership qualities, uh, persuasion, empathy, team management, how you talk to your team, how's your communication skills. These are important in any kind of company, role, business, wherever you are. So one way is that you have to work on these skills. You have to, calm down a bit. You have to start, it is not in corporate culture, there is hardly many companies don't have hierarchical structure. And many companies work on first name basis. So you should be prepared for these kind of things. Smile a lot, laugh a lot, and talk to everyone properly. Take your team members, all these things, how you communicate, how you write, how courteous you are, how you can control your anger, even if you're passionate about something, how to put across your point. So there's a way to it. Build those skills. It will definitely help. Treat people with respect, talk to them softly. Be it colleague, family, friend, rishtedar, shopkeepers, vendors, house help, anyone. You talk to them with courtesy, talk to them with respect, treat them with respect, and see the magic happens. It happens. So I think the behavioral skills are far more important than anything else in life. Hard skills, ठीक है, ले जाएंगे वहां. उसके बाद आपके बाकी की चीजें देखी जाए.
सर, एक और जो चीज है जो अक्सर सुनने में भी आती है, बहुत लोग करते हैं, कहते भी हैं कि आप कितना अच्छा आपका नेटवर्किंग है, आप कितने लोगों को जानते हैं. डू यू थिंक नेटवर्किंग इज ओवररेटेड या एक्चुअल में इसकी कोई इम्पोर्टेंस है?
नेटवर्किंग के ऊपर तो विपुल, हमारी नेटवर्क इज योर नेटवर्क।
Sure.
सो उसके ऊपर तो एक पूरा हमने डिस्कशन ही किया था। आई थिंक नेटवर्किंग की इम्पोर्टेंस जो है ना, वो इट इज वेरी, वन सेशन कैन बी ऑन नेटवर्किंग, अनदर सेशन कैन बी ऑन नेटवर्किंग, इट इज सो इम्पोर्टेंट। You have to who you know, who knows you, how often you engage with them, what is the kind of engagement you do, what kind of help you offer, what kind of can you do you have people in your network who can seek whom you can seek help from. And networking is like they say ki you are connected with 6 degrees of separation, you know, that concept ki every sixth person in the world is connected somehow. So networking is very important, and I think इसके ऊपर तो पूरी एक क्लास हो सकती है. You have to, once you are coming out, in fact so many officers have called me, so many early in our earlier talks also, both you and me, we have been harping upon this, that start building your network without expectations. Don't expect, don't start asking right from day one, sir I am looking for job. No, don't do that. First you see who are there in your uh, identify your area of interest, then start connecting with people, keep the relations warm, keep engaging with them somehow. If you're on LinkedIn, if you're connected with me on LinkedIn and I post something, then write, very good. I mean, if you don't feel, don't write, but sometimes you have to you know, keep the engagement going. So and if you can add something to the point, the person who has posted something, if you can add something of value to that, please add, please appreciate his efforts, keep the engagement going. So this is how you keep building your network. Networking is not overrated. Networking is one of the most important um, elements for success in life, not only in job, in life. I mean, just for example, if I have to, if somebody comes to me and says, "Ki I'm looking for property in Delhi NCR," whom will I send him to? I will send him to Vipul. There's no two ways about it. So, and what is it? It's networking. If I have to, if somebody is looking at a mutual fund, whom will I send him to? I will send him to Jitendra. He's in my network. If I want it, where will I go? I will go to both of you. So this is how it happens. And it works both ways. So I think networking is very, very important.
सर लेकिन देखिए एक बात तो है जो मैंने भी अपने समय में फेस करी आज से 15 साल पहले, और मुझे लगता है आज जो ऑफिसर्स ट्रांजिट कर रहे हैं उनको भी फेस करना पड़ता है, सिंस दे आर कमिंग फ्रॉम अ डिफरेंट organization and different work environment. So they tend to face a lot of rejections when they're applying for jobs. मतलब एक learning process, iteration process है. So उसकी वजह से कहीं ना कहीं कॉन्फिडेंस हिट होता है. मैं जब तक वर्दी में हूँ, नौकरी कर रहा हूँ, मैं बाहर निकलता हूँ, आई एम अ रिस्पेक्टेड इंडिविजुअल, आई डू माई जॉब, आई एम अ ऑनेस्ट प्रोफेशनल. अब बाहर आ रहा हूँ तो समटाइम्स यू नो, अपॉलॉजीज फॉर सेइंग दिस, बट मेरे से उम्र में जूनियर या लेस क्वालिफाइड लोग भी मुझे रिजेक्ट कर देते हैं, ये बोल देते हैं कि जी आपने तो ये काम किया ही नहीं है या शायद आपको आता नहीं होगा, which definitely troubles my self confidence. कहीं ना कहीं it hits my self confidence. So how does one overcome that? मतलब self confidence को कैसे build करें, उसको इन तकलीफों से, इन challenges से कैसे overcome करें?
Because you are in sales, right?
Yes.
I mean, your core competence is sales, right? You're in property consultancy. How many people do you connect with? And how many, if you connect with 100 people, do all 100 of them buy the property or buy or take your suggestion, agree to your suggestion?
नहीं, वो तो हो नहीं सकता है ना सर, तो फिर तो 100 सेल्स मतलब हाँ।
So first of all, we are not in the business of pleasing somebody. Neither is the person who you are dealing with. He is also not in the business of pleasing somebody. So if you make a match, if he has something for which you fit the bill, the match will take place, right? So I mean, first of all, we should not be afraid of rejection, and it is very natural. We are like, if I also have to go and sell something, I am hesitant. Initially, it used to happen. I mean, it was difficult to ask, but then you have to overcome that hesitation, the fear of rejection. So what? If you're getting rejected, till the time you don't knock, door will not open. You have to keep knocking. So most people, they lack confidence, and confidence is the biggest competitive advantage. A person who's confident, if you have to hire, I have been reading about you have been posting uh, uh, that you want to hire a marketing manager or a supply chain manager. I've been reading that. And if two people come to you, one is very confident, other is, you can make out that he is not confident at all. Whom would you prefer?
The one who is self-assured, sir, is confident.
Yeah. So confidence is the biggest competitive advantage. No employer will believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. And that also brings me to another point, that most of the armed forces officers here also, well, I mean, fortunately, they have stopped using this term that I am GD, sir, I am this. So uh, I have been telling whosoever I met that never use this term, GD. There's no GD in Forge. Everybody is specialist about something. So till the time you think that you are a GT person, you are not a specialist in anything, how would any other person rate you high? Everybody is looking for specialists. If a person is hiring for admin role, they are looking for somebody who's good at administration. And likewise in all other roles as well. So the moment you start using start kind of undermining your abilities, the person who's to recruit, he will never rate you high. And lack of confidence is visible. It can be seen. It's very transparent. So, for example, when we started Value Talks, I think initially the crowd was used to be 8-10 people, then it increased to 10-20. Today we have 70, right? We have, in past we have had 150 also. We continued. We were confident of our conviction, our cause, our abilities. Today we have 6 groups, one Telegram channel. So, and it is growing with the support of everyone. And industry has started noticing us. It is noticing. I get, I have started getting those probes. So all because we had confidence and we kept on doing what we had believe what we believed. Now, how do you overcome lack of confidence? Is whatever steps I mentioned earlier. See, if you skill yourself, if you practice communication skills, if you build your soft skills, you already have hard skills. If you do all these steps which I said, there's no question that you will not have confidence. You will have. If you have done your networking, you have been engaging with people. This is how you build your confidence. मुझे याद है एक बार बहुत पहले में I had a conversation with my daughter about maths. She was not very confident about maths, and she was very frustrated, in fact. And I just responded the way any good parent would, by reassuring her that you are smart and इसको practice करो, बेटा इसको देखो मत, इसको practice करो, लिख के करो इसको, and she would get it. And uh, if you're optimistic, ठीक है, लगे रहो. Now, at first she was very resistant to this. नहीं पापा मेरे से नहीं हो रहा है, all those things and all. But soon she began practicing, and whatever she was doing, mistakes she was committing, वो खत्म हुई. And what I noticed was an increase in resilience and optimism in the way she was uh, approaching her homework or exams and all, and even other challenges. So, what I have just described, why I recall this example, is that transition is also like something like this only. You have to move from a fixed mindset to the growth mindset. Have resilience. Things don't work out, keep at it. They will work out. Resilience is the fuel you need to activate the growth mindset. You have to be resilient. If you experience a setback, fine. Keep harnessing your resilience and be confident, keep honing your skills. Things will definitely work out. People use lot of things. They use positive affirmations, and also your body language. Start working on your posture, how you are sitting. You should be sitting, you should be smiling when you're facing somebody. Engage in conversations. In many companies, when you have psychometric tests, one of the very common question is in that psychometric test is, what would you do if you enter a room which is full of strangers and everybody is talking to everyone? And some of the options which I recall is you would stand in a corner and observe. You would try to look for somebody you know. You would join one of the nearest group and start participating. Something like this. I mean, these are the kind of things. It is actually assessing what? It is assessing your level of confidence. So be confident enough. You have to work at it. This aspect definitely requires practice, and most of the army officers are confident, but we are not able to leave our baggage behind. What happens is we enter and then we see who's of our level. Don't start judging people. So if you enter somebody, देखो कहाँ पे interesting conversation चल रही है, just go join, introduce yourself, and then move on, go to the next. Make it a point to meet everybody in the room. Right? I think काफी बोल दिया यार.
सर एक मतलब if you have to tell me कि how to find one's niche या अपना choice का domain कैसे. So again, if you have to advise me in terms of finding a niche or a domain, so how do I go about that?
देखो ये क्वेश्चन जो है ना, ये क्वेश्चन इस सेशन के लिए मतलब इसके ऊपर तो एक पूरा सेशन हो सकता है यार. आई मीन इट्स सच अ ओपन एंडेड क्वेश्चन. आपको ही देखना है भाई, what is of interest to you. I have a friend, a course mate, who after coming out didn't join any. He joined a job, but he left after 3-4 months only, and his passion was uh, stock trading, and he ever since for last 10 years he has been doing that. He enjoyed it. तो ये niche जो है ना, देखो ऐसा है कि सबके पास ना एक लिमिटेड टाइम है इस प्लैनेट पे. the most important realization actually is that we all have limited time on this planet. And if you realize it, then I think it will help you in making the right choices. Because almost everything fades in front of this realization. Expectations, pride, fear, leaving only what is truly important. You know, remembering that you have limited time is the best way to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. The trap of thinking too much. कल क्या होगा, आज क्या होगा, अरे कल पता नहीं होगा भी कि नहीं होगा. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart. So I have seen my batchmates, my friends who followed their heart. They're doing absolutely wonders actually. So this stock market guy, then there is another one who's he was very fond of maths. He's teaching tuition, he's taking tuitions, and he has a wonderful setup in Sikandrabad or Hyderabad. Another one is, and they're enjoying their life. So, but I'm not saying that it is only for you have to do something of your own or something like this. So you have to understand that technology oriented things make me happy. Then find what is that technology, what is that company, what are those organizations, what are those roles where you would be happy. Somebody thinks ki, no, I want to be in finance. Then go for those niche. So you have to identify what gives you pleasure. So there are things, sometimes there are things which drain your energy. Stay away from those. The things which give you energy, which make you enthusiastic, वहां पे जाना है. Those are the niches. That is the domain where you should go. Which जब आप सुबह उठो ना तो आपको चाहे वो जॉब हो या बिजनेस हो वो जाने में आपका दिल करे. अगर ऐसा कोई niche you can identify, so that is the niche to join. If you need to network, but you have some limitation that you cannot speak to people, then reach out by writing mails, emails, posts, whatever way, social media, network. And if you hate techie, you don't like technical things, but you like selling. Sales, sales is the thing which you are passionate about, and technical is the domain which is trending. Then find something in technical sales. Sell, so you can, if you're a good salesman, if you have passion for sales, then you can go and sell anything. So I mean, this niche identification जो है, ये इसके लिए टाइम लगाना पड़ेगा. इसके लिए I would say that any person who has time, at least 1 year plus, should devote some time to find what is the thing which he or she would like to do. And this is a very important step. It is a life changing step. आपकी life इसकी वजह से बन सकती है और खराब भी हो सकती है if you get into a wrong thing.
Sir, I have taken a lot of your time. मैं एज अ होस्ट आपसे ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ द ऑडियंस ऑल्सो एक रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूंगा. आप कॉर्पोरेट्स को तो काफी उनके साथ काम करते हैं उनके करियर प्रोग्रेशन में. यू हेल्प देम इन टर्म्स ऑफ राइट इंटरवेंशंस, हाउ टू गो अबाउट इट. So in 2023, would you also like to on I understand आपका टाइम आप वहाँ लगाते हैं, आप अपना बेसिक ब्रेड एंड बटर भी वहाँ से चला रहे हैं. But the fact remains that we are from the uniform and it's where we are. I mean, that's our basic pehchan. So is it possible for you to do maybe a more focused thing for the armed forces also in helping them in the transition?
Vipul, वो तो हम कर ही रहे हैं.
A more personalized, focused coaching or one-on-one kind of a thing, or wherein they can connect with you, do things उस तरह से.
Vipul, for for the corporate also, that is not my bread and butter. Firstly, it is purely on referrals. I don't take on anyone who just approaches me. It is purely on reference. Till the time I don't know the person who's referring, I don't take on the this thing. And secondly, I also assess whether that person is coachable also or not.
Mhm.
So, I mean, if your cup is already full with one or two interactions, if I don't take on the assignment. Now, coming to this part of it, one-on-one or even in batch, uh, it's not possible. It take it. I mean, you're sorry, I couldn't get your point properly. It is you're talking about pro bono.
Not exactly pro bono, sir, but maybe on a discounted this thing, but a transition plan or a transition program for armed forces officers. 6 महीने साल
So,
उनकी
so,
करवाएंगे
so
ताकि
Vipul, I'm already I'm in the process of making a uh, transition program, especially for people who still have some time left, not for people who are just coming out and say 1 or 2 months hereafter. But yes, that thing is I am already considering. Depending upon, I will we'll do a demand survey kind of a thing, whether people have they have the need also or not. But I am thinking of something like that. But at the same time, whatever we are doing on career coach or on value talks is also, I mean, I think most of the people who are charging money outside don't provide this much of content or this much of guidance.
You gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep